Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dine and Dreams. It is your lady, Ms.Z. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video. If you would, please make sure that you like and subscribe and comment down below which one you chose if this video resonates with you. We got a plane going by. But this is a new year reading, basically. New year, new messages. New year messages for you. And this could be pertaining to what's going to come into the new year, what you need to focus on at the beginning of this year. I'm going to actually come out with, like I did last year, I'm going to do a new year reading or predictions for the year. So look for that. And I will hope to have that, of course, before the new year begins. But I've been so busy, I haven't had a lot of time. But I will be doing that. So look forward to that. But yes, this is just messages just to get you started going into the new year because it's really right around the corner, things you should be focused on, and just messages that are going to come for you this year. It's going to be brief, so I may do another one, but we do what we can for today. So you have 3 feathers to pick from. Feather 1, feather 2, feather 3. And if you would like to book a reading, DonnaDreams.com. I still have some slots open for this week and probably next week, especially for New Year's readings. All right. If you need more time, please pause the video and we're going to get right into it. I think I'm going to throw some bones for you guys today, along with this reading. So for those of you who picked Feather 1, what are the messages for you for the new year? Well, the first thing I'm hearing is don't give up. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be reintroduced to you between now and going into the new year. Actually, there's going to be a lot of things that you may have put down or you haven't taken as seriously as you should. They're basically saying that these are things that you're going to have to become serious about this year. So if you've been kind of straddling the fence with certain ideas or certain things that you've been into, whether it's learning, whether it's career goals, these are things that you're going to start taking seriously. Even if it's picking up on things, like maybe you're picking up on new practices to add to your practice. There's certain things that you're just going to have to take more seriously this year because this is the year for really getting serious about putting yourself out there. There's a lot of people and things that are going to be needed this year. Um, hmm. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, it's all about you standing out. All about you standing out. And the theme for you really is no defeat because the first thing I heard was try again, try again, try again, don't give up. But you have a lot of that energy that's riding with you this year. In 2021, there's a lot of energy of no defeat, not giving up. Um, you may lose the battle, but you ain't lost the war. Like, there's a lot of things that you're gonna have to just kind of suck it up and keep pushing forward with the things that you really want. Because if you want to see success in the stuff that you do, you're going to have to be consistent. I'm seeing a lot of you getting the spotlight. And this is going to be because of your differences. This is going to be because of the things that make you stand out. There's going to be a lot of things. I'm seeing a lot of acknowledgement. Some of you could even go on to, be in blogs or something like that. Somebody, interviewing you. I see a lot of that coming to the forefront with you just being yourself and coming out in your truest nature, not being anybody else but yourself, not giving up just because you get turned down for this audition. Like, don't do that to yourself. Not giving up because you didn't learn everything in this book, the first time you read it. Read it again. There's going to be a lot of energy to where you cannot give up on the things that are going to make you successful in the long run, and you're going to see that success the same year. So it's important that you stick to your goals. I see a lot of fertility and blessings. So some of you are going to be actually having children this year. And if not children, the blessings are going to come in many forms. Anytime we speak of birth, it means children, but it also means other things coming too. Yeah, a lot of things that you've envisioned. They're telling you have no doubts and fears. The things that you're going to see are going to come to life. So a lot of you are going to have dreams, visions, synchronicities, dealing with what's going to happen to you next, and it's going to be spot on. So if you see yourself having a big house, a car, kids with a picket fence, those visions are going to start coming to life. You're going to be really in your power this year. So that's really great. I'm seeing a lot of major change that's going to honestly be avoided, but it can't be helped. Okay. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to change in your life, but this is for the better of you. A lot of transformation coming. Just like, I guess within 2020, you've transformed yourself to be a little bit more confident in yourself, because this is the year 2021 is a year that you're really going to express that. You're really going to show the world who you are. But there's still more transformation to go on in your life. I'm seeing a lot of family energy. So there's going to be some transformation energy surrounding family as well, relationships, how you deal with people in your family. I'm also seeing travel, and it's funny that the plane went by. I feel like it went by twice, but the plane went by. I do see some travel for some of you. A lot of you investing in like going different places. This doesn't have to be literal travel, but I do see literal travel as well, because this could mean a lot of great transitions, a lot of learning new things, a lot of movement in your life, but it also definitely means travel as well. I see a lot of clarity coming due to the hard work that you put in, like you finally being able to realize the things and why you've done certain things for so long, things making sense to you. I see you receiving a lot of wisdom. There's a couple of unknown people that are going to show up in your life this year that are going to be very important to you retaining a lot of wisdom. Didn't see that at first. Okay, so there's a lot of people. I know that everybody that chose this path may be on a spiritual path, but I'm telling you that there's going to be a lot of spiritual development going on for you. And this is associated with even an ancestor. So the ancestor is going to drive certain people to you for you to start elevating your learning. So at the beginning of this year, that's going to take off for you in some way, shape, or form. You're going to be developing a lot of things concerning your spiritual development and learning. Look after your elders this year. They're going to need you. Don't be restricted on your path. I'm seeing some of you still wanting to be restricted, but your restrictions can block travel. It can block a lot of things. So don't I'm not going to do this unless it's this way, or I'm not going to do that unless it's that way. Don't try to control situations. However it happens, okay? However you get to the goal is how you get to the goal. So let's get you a little bit more information with the ancestors, and then we're going to move on to the next. I see a lot of positive transformation. They say don't focus on distractions. Distractions are also going to block travel for you and movement in your life. Yeah, they see this is really good. All right. to sum up your reading, again, what we talked about in your bones, it says everything you do is for a reason. Your hard work will pay off. Cheer up and keep pushing forward. So again, dust yourself off and try again. You know, continue to push forward. The ancestors are very proud of you and how far you've come. And this year, things are really going to pay off for you. So don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on the things that you have put a lot of hard work and energy to, because you're going to have to come basically 10 times harder to get to your goals anyway. So don't give up on things that you put energy into and invested into, and be serious about what you want to see for your future. But I seen that too, because you have the turtle shell. It represents hard work. It represents, you know, understanding everything, not being able to run away from your problems or your issues, having to deal with things head on. So that's an important totem for you. Anyway, you have, see, that represents work. I see a lot of you are creators, and I'm seeing a lot of you bringing yourself to the market too, like bringing your gifts to the market, you know, putting things up for sale. Maybe you're going to be introducing some new things into your business if you already have one. But I see a lot of creation going on for you. But this shows a lot of dedication and work. And also you have the number of 4, which represents foundation. You're really going to be focused on that foundation, being secure, having a secure home, having everything that you need. And you also have the 10. So this is a completion of a cycle for you going into this year. It definitely, like I said, it definitely comes from hard work. You put a lot of hard work in 2020, and I still see that going into the new year, but it pays off. Okay, it does pay off. Yeah, I see a strong ancestral figure, strong woman figure that's looking after you. And I also see a strong woman figure that's going to come up in the physical, that's going to help you or teach you or push you. I see a lot of elder spirits that you're going to be watching over as well. Anyway, you have a spirit who recently passed on. Thank you for keeping me in your thoughts and memories. I love you. So there's somebody that's like, thank you for continuing to keep my spirit alive. So they're very appreciative of that, and it came out in this session. All right, so that is the first reading. We're going to go ahead and move on. Now for the second feather. What's coming in for the new year? What's coming in for the new year? Well, I mean, I just see new beginnings, like feeling renewed in your life, being in a whole different space than you were. I see a lot of you coming out of depression too. So if you've been feeling really, really low, I think this new year is going to kind of give you a refresher. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. There has been a lot of toxic energy that has tried to kind of get you down, you know, whether it's just energy alone, like depressing energy. There's been a lot of things in the past 2020 that, well, that's for everybody really, but especially you've taken it pretty hard. Maybe you've experienced a lot of loss or a lot of things that kind of put you in a worse mood, you know, really tried to drag you down. But it's time for you to lift up from that energy, regain your confidence, and have a new outlook on life. I'm seeing a lot of you overworked, so that's something that you're going to have to look into as well. Balancing out your energy, taking a break. I'm seeing a lot of you giving up, and some of you may already be past this point, so this is not everybody, but a lot of you giving up those religious values to go into more of a I guess a shamanistic, I guess I want to say a traditional and indigenous mindset, giving up certain things in order to really cultivate your practice to straight spiritual, straight nature and earth. And that's going to continue going into the new year. Matter of fact, that's probably going to get stronger due to the stuff that you've been through this year with working hard. And you're going to be starting to implement ways to relieve yourself from stress. I also see this as some of you having certain job transitions, like maybe you're giving up, this is not going to be everybody, because a lot of us still have to do certain things in order to get to where we want to be. So don't feel like you have to rush letting up your 9 to 5 for the spiritual life, because it comes with a lot of responsibility as well. But I do see that transitioning happening for you, to where you either cut down on your hours or you give it up completely to kind of just live a spiritual life, maybe have a business. It doesn't have to be a spiritual business, but there's some type of income that's going to come in to help you kind of relieve some of that stress, because a lot of anxiety and pain and things are built from these systematic things, these cycles that we put ourselves in with these 9 to 5s, getting up, working every day, just the same old cycle. So I see those cycles being broken. And it is very important too, because of health. I'm seeing a lot of you needing to change things due to health. And a lot of you haven't really paid attention to it, but I see that this year is going to be a year that you're like, okay, I cannot continue the way I have been. And even small things can become big things. So it's good that this year, going into this new year, you're going to have like a new mindset, like I said, a new beginning, a refresher on your life, and you're going to be looking at every aspect of it. I'm also seeing some advice being given to you as well about your path. It's like either it could be a brother or sister, it could be a mother or father, but there's some type of elderly advice being given to you. I'm seeing, because you got the rock, a literal rock, which represents grounding, reconnecting yourself. This could even spark some of you getting off of social media so much. Yes, health is going to be a priority this year. Rejuvenating yourself. I'm seeing an individual path being taken. I'm seeing a lot of you are going to probably lay low going into this new year. It may change later on, but I see a lot of you laying low, kind of going into your hermit mode, wanting to just focus on you, maybe even separating from a lot of people so that you can work on self, especially if you have been doing a lot of things for other people. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. All right, let's see what we got. This is crossing this. Okay. So I see this actual going within is going to help you a lot when it comes to spiritual development. This is going to help actually enhance your gifts. So if they have been kind of lacking or kind of been all over the place, I think you having some solitude for a little while, just kind of focusing on yourself, is going to kind of rejuvenate you within all of your senses. Yeah, because you even got the offering, giving offerings, establishing a connection. So you're going to be reestablishing connection with some of your spirit guides. Just giving spiritual healing right back to yourself. Doors opening up. I don't think that this period of time is going to last forever. I think this is just going to be the beginning of the year. Because I see you chasing after some type of goal during the year. Like you're going to be fired back up. But I do feel like this is going to be a resting period coming into 2021. I need to look at yourself and figure out what you really want, what you want to do. Some of you realigning with your purpose. But I think things are going to kick off for you probably during the year. But at the beginning, just, rejuvenating yourself, taking a break, self-care. Because you even have increased your spiritual power to succeed in battle. So some of that spiritual energy is kind of low. So it's like you have to rebuild that up again. So that way you can have all of your senses back. Okay, so that's number 2. So last but not least, let's see what's coming in for you for the new year. I'm seeing goals being accomplished, but I'm also seeing something else too. Let's see what that is. Okay. So I'm seeing some of you at a crossroads, making decisions. It's almost like, bittersweetness. Okay, yeah. I would recommend for this pal that you do some type of cleansing. Either in your home. Well, home is one thing. That's where you're going to probably be anyway. Home, a spiritual cleansing, lighting a candle for yourself to cleanse out negative energy so that you go into this new year with a cleansing of the spirit. Because I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm seeing that, one, we no longer need to invest in negative energy. We don't need to invest in distractions. We don't need to invest in things that get us out of alignment with our path. Because you can miss opportunities, things that are supposed to come in for you when you are worried about things that stress you out, when you have anxiety about things that don't really matter or don't really push you to your greatest alignment, your greatest goal. I'm seeing a lot of overthinking, stress, a lot of things that are going on. So some of you could even be having headaches. Like there needs to be a relief of stress. And this is honestly what's coming in between you and your path. So it's almost like you get good things, but they're also followed by other things going on in your life. So there needs to be like a cleanse. Negative energy comes in many forms. It can come in the form of people, and it can also just come in the form of just negative energy. So I would definitely recommend a cleanse for this so that your roads can be clear, that you don't have any blocks on your path. Old relationships, everything that you find to be negative, cleanse it out. because things tend to, it's like things follow you into the next year. They follow you into a cycle just to come back up into your life and cause havoc in your life. So you need to cleanse. It's just almost like if you hold a grudge with someone, you know. Yeah, if you haven't seen that person in a while, you may forget about it, but when that person comes back up or they show back up in your life, that same energy rises again. So there's a lot of need to cleanse, actually probably a deep cleansing within your chakras, so that way, you know, things from the past don't keep haunting you, or keep revisiting your life. Whether it's childhood trauma, whether it is recent trauma, whether it is abuse, bullying, anything like that, it needs to be kind of, I know you can't heal everything at once, but just try to figure out ways to heal that so that you go into the new year just only receiving the prosperity that is already in your reading. You have prosperity coming, you have new beginnings, and you also have an ancestor that's working with you on your wealth, stability, and your legacy. Hmm. Yeah, they're showing 5 of conflict, 10 of completion, or stability. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like I said, that bittersweet energy. Like you get the 10, you get the completion in some areas, and then you still have baggage in other areas that tend to follow you on your individual path. If there's something that's blocking your happiness, if there's something that's holding you back, it needs to be addressed so that you can live in prosperity. Look at that voodoo doll. Someone's tried to cast work or send negative energy your way, feeling attached, sleepless nights, protection needed. Okay. All right. And some of you do have to work on your emotional state as well, because you also can, like I said, holding a grudge, even that can bring energy to you, and stick with you. Like you see how he's just minding his business, he's drumming, he's living his life, but you know, in the background there's still some energy just sitting there, you know, like something on your back that at any moment could just mess things up. This is the type of person that may receive, you know, a small audience instead of the big audience that they're supposed to receive, because there's something always just sitting on them, only, you know, blocking their prosperity, blocking them from receiving everything that they're supposed to receive. And I hope I'm making myself clear, because it's hard for me to explain that. It's almost like you can't see it, but you know that it's there. You know that there's something there that's bringing your energy down. Another thing is you have you have that you're a feeler, so you pick up on a lot of energy. So this means that you're going to have to, again, protect yourself from all the energy that you're taking in. Because it does affect your life as well. Like, you can pick up on spirits and carry them home with you, and they're not even your own spirits. Like, they're affecting your life. Other people's anger, other people's emotions, other people's sadness. It's good to help people, but you have to help yourself first. And I'm seeing this play out many different ways in your life. It could be that you maybe find someplace successful that you want to go, but you know, you can't go there because you still worried about, you know, family members that need you. You know, it's just always, I'm not saying leave those family members behind, but there has to be balance. There has to be things that are worked out, healed, so that you can live your best life. There isn't such an anchor on your energy. Now, there's also the energy of them wanting you to be confident in yourself. But again, it says dealing with childhood trauma, being bullied, insecurity. So again, you have to get these chips off your shoulder. You have to address these energies so that you can live in the energy of abundance, of acceptance, of prosperity. And you do have your ancestors stepping forth to say that they are proud of you. And all you have to do is call on them, and they're there. And they want you to pay attention to your dreams, visions, and spirit encounters, because they're sending you messages in that way. And they want you to take charge in your life. Your life is in your control. All right, so that is the third reading. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe, and peace out.